Premium Rush. I guess it was a pretty good movie. This is a late review, but I guess it was a pretty good movie. It wasn't bad, but I think I'm just getting tired of remakes, you know. Every goddamn time I turn around, got Total Recall, got Premium Rush. If you don't know what Premium Rush is a remake of, it's Quicksilver. You can argue the point, but it's a fucking remake. What else is there? I mean, the list goes on and on. Karate Kid and fucking you name it. Red Dawn. God damn it. Anyways, they do remakes left and right, over and over and over, and I hate that shit. It shit pisses me off. Dude, you couldn't have just left that shit alone. They're running out of ideas, you see. How many times can you beat the same fucking story? I mean, most stories fall in the same category anyway. You know, especially like the love stories. Those are so goddamn predictable. Some of them are good, but most of them are predictable from the standpoint that everything is honky-dory, everything is fine, and you know that there's a conflict coming up. Especially once they start doing the damn montage. Once they start doing the montage, boom, they're going to eat ice cream. Boom, they're going on picnics. Boom, they're dancing in the fucking mall. Boom, he's buying her a blouse. Boom, she's buying him a baseball cap. Bam, 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 right? One right after the fucking other. You know there's going to be a conflict, man. What the fuck? It's bound to happen. As soon as the montage starts slowing down, now they have a scene where somebody's talking. Some dialogue, maybe a monologue, something. You know the conflict is going to be right there. And it's always that motherfucker that they show off to the side. They sit over there mugging and shit. They're doing all their little pretty fancy shit and that motherfucker's over there. You know he's going to start some shit. Or when the bitch lies, she's sitting there talking about, I am this, I am that. Holding the secret, knowing goddamn well there's going to be that conflict. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen. Can we fast forward to the conflict? And once they get through the conflict, let's move on to where you make up and you go on your way. I make up, all is forgiven. I forgot about everything else that you've done. That's love stories. Action movies are about the same. You know, I mean, they give you the setup. The conflict is there in the future. And you're waiting. You're just basically waiting. It's a series of explosions and shoot 'em ups, and then maybe a few fight scenes. And you're waiting for somebody. You're waiting for the conflict to come. I'm going after your job. Usually the conflict happens right away. But at a certain point, it's like a fucking video game. Where they fight, and they go up through the upper echelon. They start out with hundreds of motherfuckers to defeat. Then they come up with 5 or 6 motherfuckers to defeat. Then they get down to 2 or 3. And then the one guy, he's the right-hand man of the boss. And they've kicked his ass all up and down the goddamn movie. All in the movie, they've been whipping ass. And they have a hard time with the fat, lazy boss man. The motherfucker that don't do shit. He's lounging around and everything. I ain't never seen no fucking movie. I have yet to see a movie. I probably have seen it, but I can't recall a movie right off the top of my head where the guy's fighting the main antagonist and he fights him easily. He whips him like that. There's always a fucking problem somewhere. The only one that I can think of right off the top of my head is Roadhouse. But even then, he was whipping him with that goddamn spear, wasn't he? It pisses me off, man. But the good movies, Roadhouse was a good movie. The good movies, they usually keep you together. They keep you hooked for whatever reason. Go with all, like, share, and subscribe. Tell me your opinions about remakes. Gotta go, my boys are calling.